Welcome to Virtual TV Vlogs, my people. It's a brand new day. Today is a Thursday. And of course, you know today is Gratitude Thursdays, my people. We have a lot coming up soon in the segment. The targeted amount on this video, my people, is 500 likes. Get this video to 500 likes, my people. Subscribe to the channel and share the video. Click the link inside the comment section. Go over to my TikTok account, people. Run it up to 1,000 followers, alright? We're not going to waste some time. We're going to get into the main stories right now, alright? Which includes inside information. Allegedly, questions are being asked. What did really happen up at Prime Minister Andrew Holness's yard that the police had to amp up their presence? And remember, a few days ago, there was a reported case of a threat. According to what is being said, my people, a series of questions has now presented this situation, which may go play for you, right? And also within that same breath, the nationwide Blue Dot polls says Holness administration is closing the trust gap. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Also coming up in the segment, my people, we have some Vybz Kartel news for you, right? Now, Vybz Kartel seemingly has to now fend off what appears to be some personal situations pertaining to his fiancée, see them. We're going to talk about that. Alright, and also coming up in the segment, my people, the recent announcement by lawmakers, JLP lawmakers, that is, to drag the Integrity Commission's commissioner before the Parliament. The PNP is now saying that it is condemning such act, which they describe as an attack on the Integrity Commission. Audio will be provided, video will be provided, and everything else coming up in the segment, my people, because this is breaking news. All right, people, remember today's Gratitude Thursdays. We give thanks and remember, we remember, I remember, you should remember that is only because of the Creator and His tender mercies why we are here. And you, the people, the viewers, the listeners, every single body who click like on the video and share the video, bless up too, no? Bless up, manners and respect every time. You understand? Alright? With that being said, my people, we're now going to get into the main stories. Nobody really knows what happened at Prime Minister Andrew Holness's yard when him yard did full of police, right? The JCF did not declare it, other than they said that they fend off the threat. And it was an official threat, is what they're saying. But according to what is being said, come here a little bit, we are going to play for you one video. Listen to this.
Let me tell you what the grapevine is whispering to me. Based on what the grapevine has been telling 119 in his ears, I have to ask these pertinent questions. Was it a stick dispute at the Prime Minister's residence?
Listen to him, you know. When him say him call himself 119.
Was there a big fight going on at the residence of the Prime Minister?
Me I make him say it.
Did a helper attempt to intervene and break up the fight and couldn't break up the fight, and so had to call the police? Me nah say I saw it going on. Me no want nobody come sue me. I am just asking questions.
Listen to him.
And for years, the rumor mill in Jamaica has had it now that the Prime Minister and his wife are not getting along. Is that true? Is it true that the Prime Minister and his wife sleep in separate rooms?
Alright, so there is that. Right, there's a phone. Hey, Jamaican people mix up, you know. We don't have nothing more to add to that, other than we move on to the main news. Right. Okay? Apparently now, the whole Integrity Commission situation has created a damper on the Jamaica Labour Party. Now, along with many other contributing factors as it relates to the JLP, my people, and especially fast, rapidly approaching the general election, I am predicting, and many other persons, including analysts and pollster Dan Anderson, they're saying that it is more unlikely that this whole distrust within the JLP and the level of integrity commissions and the PNP's outburst of its continued corruption will negatively affect them in the polls. That is what they're saying. So much so that more Jamaicans says they distrust the Holness government than those who say they trust them. But that is only a group of people. I gotta ask Uno, do you trust the JLP? Yes or no? Do you trust the JLP, my people? That is the question. Simple question, simple answer. Alright. So they're saying that more people distrust them than trust them, which is the group of people. Now the polls found that supporters of the opposition People's National Party, PNP, and unaffiliated voters were more likely to express distrust in the current government. Now, the poll results show that the government has significant work to do regaining the confidence of the Jamaican people. Now, when the Blue Dot pollster asked the sample of 1,246 people to rate their level of trust with the current government, 45% indicated that they did not trust the JLP administration. That against 43% who expressed trust in the administration. 12% was unsure. Now the narrow gap between those who say they trust the government and those who do not appear to be driven by the year-on-the-year increase in trust in the government. Now, a year ago, only 34% indicated that they've trusted the government, right? This trust has fallen from a high of 57 in September last year to 45 September this year. Now, the distrust is partially being driven by supporters of the PNP, 68% of whom said they did not trust Andrew Holness. Only 22% of comrades say they trust the government. 9% were not sure. The government also has significant work to do with unaffiliated voters, 51% of whom said they did not trust him. None at all. We're now going to move along, my people, with what the PNP now has to say. Right? Like and share the video, my people. Pay attention. Listen to this.
These efforts represent a blatant attempt to undermine the authority of the vital anti-corruption body, which is responsible for ensuring transparency and accountability in government. The recent calls by Justice Minister Delroy Chuck and Minister Pernell Charles Jr. to mandate the Integrity Commission to certify the Prime Minister's declarations despite his refusal to fully cooperate are highly inappropriate. And this sets a dangerous precedent of political interference in an independent investigative process. Our leader, the leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, has said, and I will reiterate here, that there is a need for the Prime Minister to step aside in light of the Integrity Commission's findings. Mr. Golding has said that the dual roles of the Prime Minister as both the subject of the investigation and the nation's leader is untenable and compromises the ability for true leadership to prevail in this moment.
Alright, now the opposition People's National Party is condemning what it has described as the ongoing attacks on the Integrity Commission by members and affiliates of the Jamaica Labour Party. The PNP points to two separate incidents on Tuesday. Now, in its first incident, a small group of people. Now, you see this right or so? Me I go talk about it little. Let me read it first for you. In the first incident, a small group of people, or protesters, some clad in green, took outside of the Integrity Commission's office. Me I go talk about that. Now, of course, we all know what took place. We are still here trying to figure out what the Integrity Commission is saying. We're trying to figure out what is going on, if there should be further investigation. We are all awaiting what is going on with the Integrity Commission. Listen, what now gonna happen is that the people will not be allowed to express themselves freely. Now, when I'm about to say, it is of no disrespect, but I will say this. Now, there is an article, and I have seen video of some situation where Desmond McKenzie, no disrespect, sir, Desmond McKenzie, who maybe did a party meeting the other day or conference during the whole Integrity Commission situation when it took place, and he was upbeat, ready. You understand? Now, I do not know what he meant when, in which way did he express it, but I can say that he said this, that the JLP are willing to take it to the streets to defend the Prime Minister. That is what he said, not my words. I'm going to find that article at a later time, but that's what his words were. Now, when you have nurses, teachers, police officers, right, public officials who gather outside in a peaceful fashion, we want to tell the people them, they must have permit to gather and express themselves, right? Right. Now you go on a public platform as a member of parliament and you tell people which you are a member of a public body that you are going to take it to the streets in defense of the Prime Minister. You must know the context. Isn't that clearly you inciting a riot? And that is a crime. If what you're saying is in the context of the people of Jamaica should rally to the streets in the name of the Prime Minister to defend him, right, on a slate to try to disrupt what appears to be some efforts or operations of the Integrity Commission or even the opposition, that is a clear insight of a riot and you should be charged. But I'm telling you that because me they have a discussion this morning. Jamaican people are time for wise up in a man. If you have a problem right now and you go out there so with a group of people, hundreds of police are surrounding you to make sure say you abide by the law. It is now looking like there is laws only set for criminals and civilians of this country, and people who is in public office face a different law, maybe even none at all. You are calling and you are influencing what is a public gathering, and you should face the penalty because it is a crime. Moving right along, my people, to some Vybz Kartel news phone. Now, don't know if you've not been pay attention for the past couple of days, but especially yesterday, there has been a lot of complaints from Vybz Kartel pertaining to what is happening with his fiancée, right? According to what is being said, my people, persons have been sliding in Sidem's DM, sending her inappropriate messages, sending her videos of Vybz Kartel with other women when he was in Panama and other instances where he was in Jamaica. That is a problem. And to that, Vybz Kartel telling you, say, "Eso no mama." There you go. I now have nothing more to say. Leave rich people business alone. Like and share the video. We have more to come. Stay tuned. Don't go away. So far.